I'm Marcus Eggert. I'm a motion designer turned developer. It's just another canvas. I think you just need the right tools to give expression to your art. I mean, the art of motion design is knowing what makes movement pleasurable, or what makes it seem delightful, and what makes people engage with it. And I think that's technology agnostic, this knowledge. It's knowledge that's, close to your heart. It doesn't really matter what technology you use to express it in. And so I think technology is just the canvas of your expression in that way.
My name is Simon Horwedel. I'm a motion designer and technical director at Man vs. Machine. It's impossible to predict where it's heading. I think but judging from where we are now, it's going in every direction. I think it's just going to become more and more, you're going to see less people that are just graphic designers that don't do any kind of moving or interactive content. I feel, because it's becoming more and more part of our society. Like just a few years ago, before the iPhone came out, everyone had this kind of crappy phones. No one had set the standard, but now we have it everywhere. Everyone has this future iPads and stuff. This used to be science fiction a few years ago. It's hard to forget. It's easy to forget that. But so I think it's just gonna keep spreading. That's obvious, right?
And it feels like people are just using the tools rather than being creative with them.
I mean, if you look at what one person can do with the tools we have right now,
you need to be hungry and try to learn and figure out what you actually like and then just rinse it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, I'm John Schlemmer. I lead the motion design at Google. It's one future, I think. I mean, when you talk about motion design, it's such a vague thing to really encompass all of the different types of work that's out there. Even from some of the talks today, you have some really abstract experimental 3D effects in one avenue. Visual effects for movies is another way. More traditional 2D animation is one way. And UI animation is one of the newer ways. But, not all of those things have to be interactive. But I think the interactive portions of it, there's definitely a lot there to really continue to improve on. And I know personally that a lot of tech companies are really just going crazy and hiring motion designers for that. So it's definitely one of the faster growing fields of motion design right now.
We are from Spin, and I'm Claudia. I'm a graphic designer.
And I'm Jonathan. I'm a graphic designer too.
We want to spend our time designing and not thinking about technology too much. So if we have to design and someone has to be implemented as augmented reality, like for example, then of course we can do that, we will collaborate, but it's not something we seek out to do in this instance. I would rather take my time to explore, as we doing right now with adventures in typography. How can we bring graphic design and typography to life through animation and maybe even sound? So it's basically pushing us into a direction which is outside of our comfort zone, and so we have the possibility to learn and explore new things.
My name is Grant Gilbert. I work for DBLG. Well, I say work for, it's my company. And for me, I think the future, weirdly enough, is creativity. That's the foundations of it all. And I think if you can buck the trends and do things differently, that's the next step. It's not about following the crowd.
My name is Bradley G. Munkowitz. I'm a director and designer from California, San Francisco, California. My professional job as a director is just to be told no as many times as possible. That's what I do. I get told no every day. Like someone tells me, no, you can't do that. No, there's not enough money. No, you can't, and it's just, you just keep on being persistent about it. And one, through persistence, someone's gonna tell you yes, and then you can make the shit you wanna make. I mean, I think motion design is always going to be motion design. It's just where it's consumed is what we're talking about in the future. The motion design doesn't change. Motion design is going to be on your computer monitors until the end of time, but it's also going to be in projection environments. It's going to be in virtual reality. It's going to be like Minority Report, where it's billboards everywhere. People are probably going to have glasses where it's like in the glass, in the lenses. Augmented reality is going to take over pretty soon. These things are all happening right now. So the craft of motion design is the same. It's just where it's consumed, I think, is where it starts to get really exciting. I think there's going to be holograms. I think, I'm going to put my iPhone down on this table. It's going to project something upwards. We're looking at Princess Leia right here, and being able to interact with it and navigate through that. 10 years probably.